Bridget, where'd Max go? Where'd Max go? Why'd Max leave? Why'd Maxwell Harris leave?
You have to talk to Max about that.
Well, he's gone. How can I talk to him? I could never talk to him when he had the job. He's a major administrator. So are you. You deal with him. You run the department. He ran the department. Where is he? Where is he gone? Do you know? There's like criminal activity in that building. What happened in December? Another agency told me that there was theft of medicine and mood and a break-in in my apartment. And then now you're dropping personnel. What's that all about? We can't get any services. We live in embedded filth and infestation, and you know that. How many several dozens of high violations have there been? You know, why do you push-pull these kids? You know, you break my heart because you lie to these kids. Because what happens is you make people homeless. You know, you called me deluded. You made a psychosocial. You hired Stacy Burmaster, who won't make a mandated report. Why don't you say something, Bridget? How much money do you get for your job? You're supposed. Excuse me, I'm not talking with you. What's your name? What's your name, and why are you interrupting me? Yeah, you do. Well, why don't you talk to her? Okay, what's your name? What's your name? To come up and talk to me. What's your name? Hey, what's your name to come up and talk to me? What's your name to come up and talk to me and interrupt me and stand in front of me and somebody that I'm talking to? What's your name? I don't care what I don't care about your bullshit. Why don't you answer a question? Why don't you answer a question? You're making people suffer. You're a poverty pimp. How much money are you making? What happened to criminal Maxwell Harris?
Stand. I don't think this is the right moment.
I don't care what you think. Do not come to me at my public meeting. What zip code do you live in? How many times have you been to my building? Are you a case manager?
I'm not a case manager.
No, you're not a case manager. Why are you assigned to me?
I was not assigned to you.
Why did Bridget Bell tell you to come to my apartment and fill out stuff? Listen, I have no more time for monkey business. This is serious. You walk through embedded filth and parasitic filth. You know that there's violence. You know that there's phantom incidents in there. You know it. I'm not dealing with you. I'm dealing with the big guys, like Bobo here. Why don't you answer a question, Bridget? Why don't you be responsible? Why do you stop destroying public trust with deceit and poverty pimpage and waste? Yeah. Bridget, did you go mute? Do you need a doctor? Is this funny to you when people suffer? You stay away from me, Bobo. You put a hand on me and you're in another zone. Do you understand? I don't appreciate being physically intimidated. Don't shut me up, dude. You watch your step. Don't you intimidate me. I've had enough from these people. You're uninformed. You're willfully ignorant. Nothing you have to say is relevant. Okay? Don't you punk me out, son. You understand? Why don't you look me in the eye? I understand lizard people are afraid of that.
I'm not here.
Yeah. Well, then stay away from me, or you'll be removed. I'm about to call an officer.
She's here.
Good. Get her. I'm tired of being bullied by you pimps. Don't shush me up. You got something to say to me?
Be disruptive.
Thank you for your input. What's your name?
People of California.
You're the people from California. Here to what?
Keep the peace.
Okay.
Maintain law and order.
Oh, that's great. Fantastic. Let's see your badge.
We currently have 216 units in 15 buildings across Venice, and Delray.
Keep the peace. I don't recognize your purview. I think you're full of it. Shut up.
I just wanted to talk about terms really quickly. We develop both affordable.
Shut up. I'm working.
Affordable is for folks
Get away from me. I'm working.
30 and 60% of the median income in all of Los Angeles County. Supportive housing is a subset of that, whereby people have to be homeless at the time that they move in, and we provide more intensive and rich social services on site to help folks transition from homelessness to permanent housing and long-term housing stability. This Project Rose Apartments is a supportive housing development for 10%. We're working with Andy Brooks as our architect, and this is a project that we did in Delray.
That's interesting.
That's our last supportive housing development.
If you're going to disrupt the meeting, that's a misdemeanor. I will arrest you for that.
Okay, well, why don't you whip that out?
What? What?
And we've been on that site for 20 years, so we're going to
Grown-ups are working.
And then we'll have parking for both residents and staff on site as well. I'm going to turn over to Andy to show you the development, but there's just one thing that we did internally in advance and I want to talk about. So we started our community outreach for this over a year ago before any development at all. And we submitted in advance 130 support letters from Venice residents. We now have 170. And there's a list of folks in here.
Linda, do you know where Maxwell Harris went? We don't have a property manager or an asset manager. Yeah, I mean, we're not getting any services or case management. You know, there's serial violence in there. People are hungry. Why are you walking away? I mean, you care about homeless. Yeah, I bet you don't, Linda. What happened to that $250,000 of that Venice Design Series? What happened to that $250,000, Linda? Seriously, what happened to that $250,000? I mean, you had it for services in departments that don't exist. I mean, you had it for services in departments that don't exist. Yeah, walk away, Linda. That's interesting. You're a paid public relations. Why don't you want to talk with me? Don't you? Why do you hate the homeless, Linda? Why do you hate the homeless? What happened to that $250,000, Linda? That's called poverty pimp, Linda. Becky, what's up with Max?
Max is no longer working.
I know, where'd he go? What happened to the asset manager and property manager? Hey, listen, we're really suffering there. Why are you walking away? You're hating the homeless.
I'm just getting out of the room.
Okay, well, you want to discuss this with me? Because I've been trying for a year, and things are getting worse. You know, you're throwing shade at me. I don't deserve it.
I have not thrown any shade.
Okay, well, listen, you've got to respond. I mean, there's open mailboxes, the locked doors. We've had sexual assault by management. I approached you discreetly, telling you, you know, please don't put me in an adversarial situation. Max is a criminal. You know what happened with LaFoy. You know about the Phantom incidents. We can't protect ourselves. Yes, as of when? As of a couple of days ago, because you caught him doing something criminal. And you also, okay, then why was he suddenly gone?
He resigned.
Okay.
But what I would like to ask
He
you,
resigned suddenly, right?
what I would like to ask you, because I've always kept.
What about Aquila Fleming's firing? What about the stealing of Becky, this is important. Becky, there was somebody coming stealing medicine. I've killed 20,000 of those in my apartment because of you and Max. Okay, sure.
I will come and meet with you next week. I never have stood you up when I said I would meet with you one-on-one to hear you out as to where you are.
You haven't been responsive, and I've been very, very ill.
I've come to meet with you one-on-one
Becky,
every time I've told you that. And what I'm asking is, can I
I've documented those. You're not answering simple questions for over a year. There's no excuse for mailboxes and doors open, for encampments in my laundry room and my... I know you're going to walk away because you're not going to answer this.
What I would like to do is come and meet with you on Tuesday and hear out all of your concerns, because right now in this environment...
Okay, I appreciate that.